shouldn't have to feel guilty because I want a new pair of scrubs. Or me and my dude want to go out for a nice dinner because we deserve it because we work hard. I don't drive a $100,000 car. I drive a regular ass fucking Jeep. He drives a regular damn SUV too. I don't wear Jordans. I don't do all that shit. I live a very simple life. The only splurge I have is getting my nails and my feet done here. I just started YouTubing how to do my own damn hair. I shouldn't have to feel guilty because I want to do something for myself. Y'all, I'm so stressed out. I need to clock in at 7 o'clock, which is literally in 2 minutes. And I'm at work. I just don't want to go in this bitch. Like, I'm sick of coming here out for me to get a paycheck that barely even, it barely even helps. It seems like the only motherfuckers that's happy is the damn crackheads and the millionaires and millionaires. The working class people stressed the out, hair falling out. They can't even go to the damn doctor to check on themselves because they jobs is full of shit. Hell, jobs don't even want to let you out for a damn vacation. Y'all, I'm stressed the fuck out. Like, at this point, like, what's the point?
So I just got my second disability denial. You said you were unable to work as of 7/31/2021. 2021. That's when I put this application in. 2021. Because of major depressive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic pain from injuries, and generalized anxiety disorder, which is the only thing I have proof of. However, based on evidence in file, we have determined that you can adjust to other work. Well, yes, I can. And that adjustment makes it physically, literally impossible for me to make enough money to fucking survive. I just need help. I'm not, like, that's the crazy thing, is that I'm not even asking to stop working. I just need help so that I can live. And you knew this was going to happen. We all knew this was going to happen, right? And I know what you're going to say. Oh, just try again. But like, literally for what? They only accept information from the last year of your life. And if I go to the hospital right now, I'll fucking lose everything. And I'll lose everything in upstate South Carolina. It's really not. It's not ideal. And then the crazy thing is that my entire work history is proof that I cannot work. Like, I've been trying for a decade. I cannot do it. Like, I literally change jobs every 3 to 6 to 9 months. Why? Because I get overworked and underpaid and overwhelmed, and I either get fired because I'm not performing, or I have a complete fucking mental breakdown, end up in the hospital, lose everything, and have to start completely from scratch again. But this time, the goalposts have been moved back a little bit because my credit is worse, or I have an eviction on my record. So now that I've adjusted to not allowing myself to be overworked, I've managed to keep myself out of the hospital and out of jail for the last couple of years. I've managed to keep myself mostly sober. I haven't been binge drinking like I used to. I genuinely have no options. Oh God. Like, I'm gonna die soon because I genuinely cannot afford to live. Like, when I say I'm going to die soon, it's not because I'm going to do it. It's because this fucking system is.
Corporate gouging. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing at the grocery store. Typically, I get Clorox bleach. It's $7.99, but guess what? No Name is $3.29. Now, I'm shopping in an independent grocer, which No Name, Loblaws, that is their corporate brand. Now, I wouldn't make much of the bleach, but I'm going to show you. I also need the lemon juice. The Real Lemon is the brand that I usually get. It's $4.29. But whoa, No Name, which is their corporate brand, $2.49? So guess what's in the cart? So not only grocery prices are skyrocketed, they're now going to inflate the prices of the brand name stuff, but then keep their own corporate brands significantly cheaper so that you buy their corporate brands, which then adds more into the shareholders' coffers. This is corporate gouging. Am I the only one that's seeing this, or does anybody else notice this? And like the PC products and the No Name products have always been, just a little bit under the well-known brand prices, but now I'm noticing that there's a huge margin there. So they're profiting on their own name brand products, or they're going to get you if you buy the branded stuff, which is got a huge price gap there. It just doesn't feel right. I've never had to make decisions like this grocery shopping. I realize it comes from a place of privilege, but this is scary. And now I understand why some grocery stores have security guards, because they don't want people stealing the food. But how are you going to make ends meet?
So expensive that minimum wage workers need 3 roommates or 4 jobs to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. In fact, there's not a single state in America where a minimum wage worker that's full-time can afford a 2-bedroom apartment. So look at this for example. If you live in Alabama, where the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, you'd have to work 90 hours a week to afford a 2-bedroom. Now, you would need to work 74 hours a week to afford the average 1-bedroom apartment in Alabama at the minimum wage. So someone explained to me why we're pretending that workers are the problem when it's the corporations that are arbitrarily pushing up prices on rent, food, laying off workers, all to maximize their profits. Like, how is this system that we're currently living in sustainable?
So it's really starting to settle in that no matter if you go to the grocery store or eat out, it's the same damn price. One could almost argue that it might be cheaper to eat out certain places than it is now to buy the groceries to cook for yourself. You've heard me say before that we spend our money on food. It is obviously a non-negotiable. You need it. And so in our house, we don't really do a whole lot of complaining on money spent on food because that's what everybody likes to do. But at the same time, as I'm looking at this receipt for 1 meal and just 2 little extra things, it occurs to me that I probably don't mind the more homey one-pot Latino meals because they're so much cheaper than when we go to cook American meals. We bought the fixings for homemade hamburgers and it was almost $100. I buy the fixings for enchiladas, tacos, rice and beans, stuff like that, and cost is substantially different. Just another reminder not to take these things for granted, especially at a time when inflation is like super inflation and not everybody has the ability to sustain as easily. I feel very blessed that we're still able to take care of these kinds of things. And I was like looking at Jonathan like, shit, we should have just eaten burgers out tonight because it would have been the same cost. Only difference is we'll have leftovers. So there's a little bit of that, but nonetheless, the receipts are hurting more and more and more. So just know that I'm praying for those of you who are struggling in that area. And I'm praying for those of you who are just doing the best that you can and robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Just frustrates me so bad. They talk about the inflation has increased and it was, oh, we're up 7%. Oh, we're up 8%. Oh my gosh, we're at records with 9%. 9% where? Groceries are up almost 100% for all items. 100% double. Rent At one point in time, you could get a 3-bedroom place for $1,000 a month. You're not getting one for under $1,500 a month in Ohio. We're in Ohio. There's cornfields. It just makes no sense. I hate to be one of these conspiracy theorists and the government's out to get us, but geez, Pete, they're out to get us. They don't want us to live. I never thought I would make this amount of money, and I make this amount of money, and I thought I'd have this crazy, outrageous house. Our house is beautiful, but man, $300 on groceries to get a cart and a half? Ridiculous.
These are groceries that I cannot afford to buy anymore, and what I buy instead because inflation is so fucking bad. Number 1, Spam is not even a struggle meal anymore. Why is it almost $4? Although these, I will not be sacrificing the great value version because I know it just doesn't taste the same. So go to Costco, go to Sam's Club, go wherever they have an 8-pack of these because it's cheaper and they will last longer. These, I love these, but why are they almost $4? I almost had a hernia in Walmart yesterday when I saw the price. There is a great value version. I should have bought them, but instead, look what I bought. Triscuit. What the fuck? These are so dry. I'm literally only finishing them because I bought them and I don't want them to go to waste, but I will not be buying these again. I cannot tell you the last time I bought boneless, skinless chicken. I debone it and skin it myself because at $169 a pound at Costco, you get like 6 packs and it lasts a long time. Honestly, this shit makes me not want to cook, but you gotta do what you gotta do. My dog eats ground turkey and I had bought turkey at the store, but it was like $5 to $7 for 1 pound. So instead, I get her these. It's a pack of 4, so 4 pounds, and I pay around $20, $25-ish. Costco. I love Yakult. It helps my stomach because I have probably IBS. Not probably, I do have IBS. But instead, I buy these because Yakult is about $3 for 6, and this is half the price. These. When I first tried these, I honestly did not like them because I was like, it doesn't taste the same. But a bitch got over it because they're half the price. What can you do? Alcohol. Hear me out. Costco vodka, but not the American kind because this shit will make you throw up. It tastes so bad. The French imported, on the other hand, this shit got hands and it's good. Make sure it's cold though, because if it's not cold, then it will burn. But if it's cold, you drink it cold, use it as a mixer. Can't even tell. Costco or Grey Goose. You really will not be able to tell. $20 for a handle. I'm on my 2nd bottle. So do what you will with that information. The US government better run us another fucking check because what the fuck are these prices? I'm just not going to eat anymore. I'm just going to keep buying these and see what happens.
This one compared her grocery purchases from 2020 to today, and it's actually insane how much inflation we're seeing in just 3 years. A pound of sliced turkey in 2020 was $3.14. Today, it's $6.72. That's a 114% increase. A pound of ground beef in 2020 was $3.46. Today, it's $5.47, which is a 58% increase. Walmart branded waffles used to be $2.93, and now they're $4.14. Hellmann's mayonnaise used to be $3.77. It's now being sold for $5.48. 16 ounces of raw honey used to be $6.88. Any guesses on what it's being sold for right now? Well, she checked on the Walmart app and today it's being sold for $10.97. 3 pounds of Walmart bacon used to be $11.98 and now they're charging $16.48. It's like everything is consistently up 40, 60, even 100%. This gluten-free stir fry cost her $2.73 in 2020 and now it's $4.18 in 2023. These Walmart brand cereal bars were $5.58 and today they're selling for $7.44. And just looking at this woman's purchases, she's not buying brand name, organic, grass-fed groceries or anything like that. These are Walmart brand prices, and even with all that, her grocery bill is still up over 50% in just 3 years.
This is $87 in America. $87. It's fucking pathetic.
Same groceries that I bought 6 months ago for under $200 now go over $400. And I'm feeding 4 people. And we're working off one salary. My husband is Navy. And while we wait for daycare, I'm unemployed because that's what being a spouse is like in the Navy. But we don't make bad money. Like, we're not poor. I wouldn't consider us poor. And this is barely manageable for us. I find myself like apologizing to my kids when we don't have anything for them to eat besides like the shitty snacks that are in the back of the pantry, which I guess we should be fortunate enough that we have that. But it just blows my mind that we're here. It blows my mind that we're calling this a 7% inflation rate. I don't even like the word inflation. It's not inflation. It's not. You can't call it inflation when these companies are seeing record profits, because it's not. Companies have to face a loss and be required to increase prices to avoid that loss, not make record profits off of these price hikes. That's what they are. It's what we need to call it. And here's a news flash. It doesn't matter who's president because we don't live in a command economy. Really, it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican in office. None of that matters. What matters is the people who really run this country, which are going to be your corporations like Sam Walton.
I need someone to tell me, how do you make more money? How do you make more money? I am so tired of being broke. I get paid on Thursday. I did my bills for the next 2 weeks, and guess what? After all my bills, only have $200 left. How am I going to eat? How am I going to eat? How am I going to pay for gas? I have a Toyota Corolla and it cost me $40 to fill up now. How do y'all survive? Because I am sick. I can't even talk. I am sick of it. 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 I'm so sick of it. Anyways, how do you do it? Ladies who live alone and who are single, how do you pay for all your bills and go shopping?